Alrighty, we'll see if we're live. But anyway, for those of you joining us, what's up? I'm SkyFPV, as you probably know by the channel name. And today I'm hoping that we can find a few people to test out multiplayer with for the Flow State simulator. But yeah, let me hop on to my YouTube channel. And we'll make sure everything is good to go. And today, hoping. Alright, so it looks like we are live. I'll try to keep an eye on the chat. However, I'm going to be mostly interacting with the Discord server, so if you're interested, let me paste the link to the Discord server. Actually, I'll drop a couple links in here. So first one, this is going to be today's version of the Flow State simulator. This is a beta build. This isn't the official build, and its purposes are strictly multiplayer testing. So, get that link for you. There we go. Drop that in there. It's already in the Discord server. And then as far as the Discord server, let me generate a link to some of you guys. There we go. So if you're interested, you can jump into the Discord and we can chat it up. That will be in the multiplayer channel, so you guys should be able to hear me from within there. And also talk to me, give me some feedback, because that's ultimately what I'm looking for today. But either way, even if nobody really cares and nobody joins, we are going to be checking out the new MultiGP track, and that is the MultiGP regional. What is it? It's the regional no, it's not the regional. It's the MultiGP 2018 qualifier track. So it's no longer, there's no qualifying regions anymore. It's just qualifying for nationals from the beginning of the season. So that's going to be really interesting. So even if we can't get a ton of people doing multiplayer, or even if multiplayer fails catastrophically, I'm going to be spending the stream just kind of grinding that track a little bit and trying to get used to it. So that should be interesting, at the very least. Cool. It looks like Shames has just jumped into the Discord server. Welcome, Shames. And I apologize. I'm actually gonna see if this turns music down. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah. Good.
Good to have you. I'm curious to see how all this multiplayer testing goes. I'm trying to figure out the hardest part about live streaming in general right now, which is just audio volume shenanigans. That's always fun. Cool. Yeah, so have you had a chance to download the latest Whatchamadoodle of the sim?
Working on it now.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna get mine fired up here in a sec. Yeah, and so for those of you watching either on the YouTube stream or in the future on the YouTube stream. Currently, the version that has multiplayer is a beta version. It's not polished. I have no fantasies that it's perfect or even works well yet. I'm just trying to test it out. But if you grab the latest official release, you'll see multiplayer is grayed out, and you should be able to use the sim to pretty good success otherwise. Alrighty, so let's crack open this guy. Cool, so what you're going to see is this menu move some things around a little bit just to make space for the multiplayer button. And what you're going to want to do for right now is hit multiplayer, and then it'll ask you for a server IP address. And I have a server running at my GoDaddy server that I'm hosting. And that's at www.box.props.com. Oh, Fermental, I cannot hear you. It looks like you're not in the multiplayer chat or multiplayer channel. So if in Discord you click on the multiplayer channel under voice channels, that should pop you into here with Shames and I. So, and again, for those of you watching on YouTube, you can hop into our Discord if you would like to chat with us, and then go ahead and hit the multiplayer channel. So anyway, once you type in the URL, you can just go ahead and press the enter button. And that should, in theory, connect you to the multiplayer server. So I'm gonna rig up my radio. And I'm sure both Shames and Fermental will probably have a little bit of setup to do since I think it's their first time running the sim in a while. And there's been some updates, so those settings are probably gone. Oh yeah, speaking of settings. Yaw was not yaw. Yaw was roll. So let's go ahead and fix that. So maybe I'll take this opportunity to make this a quick recap for anyone watching this in the future for how to set up your drone for the first time. So first things first, let's go and fix our controller. So you'll see that you can see what your sticks are doing at the bottom here. And you know, if you pick a stick, like right now I'm only moving one stick. Here, I'll do it on camera for you guys. So let me open up OBS so I can see that I'm showing you the right thing. Okay, so you'll see that if I move this one stick around, in fact, actually, let's go back to the main menu so that I don't kill my bitrate with static. So under controller, see if I move this left and right, you can see it's doing pitch and roll. And so like throttle is correct, but what's supposed to be my yaw is my roll. So I'm actually just gonna, I happen to know that switching the yaw and the roll, so like roll is channel 3 right now and yaw is channel 1. So I'll make yaw channel 3 and roll channel 1. I think that, yep, that fixes it for me. So most controllers, if you fly mode 2, I've already set it up to work right out the bat with mode 2 controllers. So you shouldn't have to do anything. Then you've got reset and arm switches. So I'm going to go ahead and hit apply. And then the next thing, you really, really want to do this because like I'll have a lot of people come to me like, oh, this sim doesn't feel quite right. And you know, it's not perfect. But the biggest thing you can do to make that a little bit better is hop into drone settings and make sure that your static thrust is the same amount of static thrust as your real drone, because it won't feel right unless that's correct. Same with RPM and your weight. Those make a surprising amount of difference, as well as camera degree, camera tilt. So I know that I fly at 50-degree camera tilt, so we're gonna do that. And I'm flying 6S on 1700 kV. So let's do some math. Let's do 1700 kV times 4.2 for the cell voltage, and then I'm flying 6 cells. So maximum, my max RPM is going to be around 42,800. So let's do 42,800. All right, and then my quads with a battery is what this is. So this is your weight with battery, props, everything. Is around 490 grams. And then static thrust, the best advice I can give you guys on this one is to check out Mini Quad Test Bench, because Mini Quad Test Bench is awesome and has a ton of really great data, and I recommend supporting them if you can. So right now I'm running the Emax 2206 1700 kV motors. So let's see if we can find those in here. 2206 1700 kV. So we can go check out, and I use the GemFan 5145 prop. And it looks like that is maxing out at around 16,000 or 1600 grams of thrust. So 16,1658 times 4. 1658 times 4. So the total thrust that my quad's producing is around 6,600 grams of thrust. So let's go ahead and set that. And it's quite a bit more than the default, because the default is set up for 4S quads, which I did a poll on, and surprisingly most of the people that are using the sim right now seem to fly 4S settings or want it to be default to 4S settings. So anyway, yeah, we'll do 6,000.
What was the static thrust for a 2207?
A 2207?
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know if Emax has a 2207. What motors are you running?
The Hyperlight.
Hyperlight? I bet they're in here. Hyperlight 2207. Oh no. Oh man, they don't have those for some reason.
Oh yeah, I was trying to find that because I have those motors on my quad too.
Really?
Yeah, I do. Well, I've got the Emax race spec though, or light spec though. They're super similar, so I just went with those. The settings for
Okay.
those.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm surprised they don't have a motor like that. Yeah, at some point I really want the sim to just pull the numbers down for you and let you pick a motor
Nice.
from, because I think Mini Quad Test Bench has an open API, although I haven't looked into it. So I could just have the game ask Mini Quad Test Bench
Beautiful.
what motors it knows about. I'm trying to find something 2207.
I found one here. Well, they're actually having microphone issues. It's really delayed, so it's slow.
I think you need to change your microphone auto cutoff, James.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you okay for mental.
All right.
Alrighty. Yeah, the other thing you can do that I didn't mention was if you're looking at the RPM you can actually pull the RPM from Mini Quad Test Bench also, as opposed to the theoretical RPM. Actually, no, you cannot. That's a lie. You cannot do that. Because that's the RPM with the motor loaded. And that's going to be way lower. So, cool. And then rate profiles is pretty self-explanatory. These are set up to the stock Betaflight rates by default. And it does not include Expo on purpose because, as I was reading up, the Betaflight developers were saying that Expo is actually not a great thing to use and that we should be using super rates instead of Expo. But if enough people really want that, then maybe I'll try to add it back. So anywho, I'm going to jump back into multiplayer. Until you guys are all ready.
Yeah. It just says server name, server IP address, but it's not letting me type in anything.
Oh,
Am I
really?
missing something?
So you shouldn't need to click on it. Just typing stuff in should work.
Oh, yep, you're right. Never mind. It works.
Yeah, it's one of those silly things. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to find a better library for doing user interface stuff because the user interface is not super great right now.
No, I was totally just assuming I couldn't type anything because I was clicking on it, waiting for like a
little
prompt.
blinky something.
Yeah, the little blinky prompt.
Yeah. It's so weird how many little things, like, I was messing around with it, and for the final release version, I disabled multiplayer, and then I had to re-enable it for this last build, but I forgot to, like, ungray the text. So I was confusing myself, because I enabled the button, but I didn't ungray the text, so I'm like, why does the button not work? Thinking that the button actually didn't work, when in reality, if I clicked it, it would have worked. We've been well trained by all the UIs we've seen in the past.
Yeah. All right. So what's the IP address?
Oh, yeah. So it's www.boxoprops.com.
boxoprops.com. I'm just going to put that in here.
You should just hit enter and that should do it. Yeah, let me know what you see after that. Yep, boxoprops.com.
Why am I not going anywhere? I'm stuck.
What do you see on the screen?
I'm under a tent.
Oh,
something?
yeah, you're under a table. I'm having weird problems with the Mac version where the quad likes to fall through the table. But you should be fine to take off regardless.
It doesn't want to take off.
Try flipping the arm switch off and on.
Oh, yep, that's right. I always forget that.
That silly bug that I've been
Yeah.
asking the devs to fix for forever. Oh, also, just so you guys know, when you reset, it's going to reset everyone.
Oh, okay.
I may not do it that way in the future, though, because for obvious reasons. But for now, feel free to reset. I won't get mad, and I assume there will be plenty of crashing occurring.
What is the reset button?
It's going to be on your radio, whatever you set it
Oh.
to in the controller settings.
Speaking of mapping to controller settings, I still can't get my arm and reset mapped to a switch. They're stuck on the little rolly knobs on my Tyrannus.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I think if I were to like only assign those two switches to my controller, that they would probably map correctly to the switches that I want. But because I've got like a Velocidrone profile for my Tyrannus, right? So I can adjust the camera angle with the roll knobs and
okay.
the field of view with the roll knobs. But then when I get in flow state, it assigns the arm switch and the reset switch to the roll knobs.
Okay. So you know for a fact that the arm and the reset work in another sim.
Yeah.
So they're mapped to something.
Yeah. But like in the channels, there's the gate. I'm flying around here trying to find the gate.
This course is like taking me a little bit to get used to. Alright, let's see if I can actually run it. I'm having serious second thoughts about having one person's reset everyone else.
Well, I mean, if we were running a race, that's exactly how it should be, right? That's how Velocidrone runs it.
Is it? I've actually never done like a legit multiplayer session with Velocidrone. Only ever like goofing around like freestyle and stuff.
Yeah,
Which is
it's
bad. I should try that.
It just resets the race. That's so the understanding for everybody is that if you reset this, it's going to reset the race. But generally, I will say only the race organizer can reset the race.
Ah, see, yeah, that's the ticket. Also, Shames, if you're tweaking your settings, when you first do it, it'll boot you from the server once you tweak them, and you'll probably have to rejoin. So if you're not seeing us flying around, that's why.
Yeah.
Although I see 3 people.
Yeah, no, I'm in here.
Oh, cool.
Trying to figure out my audio setting.
Gotcha. Yeah, so something I'm toying with for the next release, feature-wise, I'm toying with the idea of letting people set their video channels, like both on their quad and their receiver.
Huh?
And the reason for that is because, I don't know, I consider this like a very hardcore simulator, like a simulator in its truest sense. But one thing that would allow is practice for team races. And so you could have a legitimate, like, what did they call them? The trash channel.
Yeah.
There was like a nicer
graveyard.
Graveyard channel, yeah. So you could have a legitimate graveyard channel, and you could have people like set up their radios exactly the same way they would in real life.
Are they still gonna need graveyard channels with all the VTX switches?
Probably not. But I mean, I might as well just do both of them. Like, have the ability to either do a pit or a. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess you're kind of right, because pit switches are just the way to go. Heart of America pit switch.
Yeah, I mean, they're in the directions they were saying they're pretty much going to make them required pretty soon.
Yeah, that's
like
the way
right
to
now.
go.
It's mandatory for team races, but I think they're talking about making it mandatory for all races.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, it is really nice to be able to power on a quad in the pits and not worry about blowing people out. This quad is, or sorry, this track is 5x5 gates, right? As far as I could tell from the announcement, that's what it seemed like.
Was this the new regional qualifier or global qualifying track?
Yep.
Well, I'm going through the start finish. Why is it not counting?
Oh, it's not counting your start finishes? Are you sure you hit all the checkpoints?
Yeah.
Oh, weird. Go through it real slow and see if it's missing collisions. Because I have seen some people complain about that. I think the next feature I want to add is ability to like set up a pilot profile that has like a preferred color and all of that goodness.
Yeah, it's still not counting. Like, it's just skipping and going straight to the very first green gate.
Oh, weird. But you're not getting
Or
like
actually,
a lap
no,
time.
sorry. I didn't see. No, it's counting laps. It's just not making a sound when I go through the start finish.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna write that one down. I think I was trying to make it make a special sound when you do that. I wish we could get a few more people on here because I actually have no idea what the theoretical limit is of pilots that can be on this at the same time. Yeah, you're frozen, aren't you?
Yeah. It said race complete.
Nice.
And I start backwards, I think.
Are you sure
Are
you're
you
not?
supposed to go around the flag first?
Yeah, you're supposed to go around the flag first.
Oh, okay. I see. So that's the same thing Mark was saying is you can't make that very first flag traditional gate because it gets used twice in the course.
Right.
Is that what's happening?
Yep. And I need to add a feature to do that though. I was just trying to figure out a way to make it like clear to the user what exactly they're doing.
This course is crazy.
This course is pretty nuts.
Ah, weird.
What's that?
It was the USB port I was using. Like, did not like it, and so it was just adding a ton of extra latency.
Whoa, that's weird.
Weird. Yeah, because it's a USB like headset mic thing.
Oh, interesting.
I was like, my settings haven't changed, but I did put it like a USB splitter. What are they called?
Like dongle
Talking about-
thing. Or a
Extra
hub.
hub. Yeah.
That's really interesting. I've not seen that from a hub before.
Yeah, I was surprised. Is the volume good on this now, though?
Yeah, volume's all good.
Okay. All right. Let's fly some laps. Oh. So one thing about the restarting thing is, it's a habit from the other Sims of mine.
to just reset.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to reset again.
So, oh no, that's fine. Reset all you want.
Okay.
So I left it this way. I should have changed it before doing this, I'm realizing. But I set it this way on purpose because I was practicing with my friend, and he has this habit when he picks up a sim where he will just, like, he starts looking for the hot lap. and that's
Yeah, yeah,
all
yeah.
he focuses on. And he was practicing for the Arizona Night Tracks race. And I was like, dude, if you finish that track, you're going to be doing better than half the field.
True story.
So we just said it, and we did it like a real race. You don't get a reset or anything. It was good for practice, but for like a multiplayer lobby, it might not be.
Yeah. Yeah, because on the on like the DRL push at the end, like I disabled my reset switch, like in
Yeah.
OpenTL. I turned it off because it was like I wanted that like finish the race, situation.
Yep. It's a good way to practice.
Yeah.
Well, depending on what you're trying to do.
Yep.
So who's winning here?
I don't know. I've got
severe prop damage.
aha, nice. So what's funny is that prop damage, practicing with that was the only reason I made that at Nationals when I screwed up my prop.
Oh yeah.
I needed that run to go well. I think it was 2 or 3 laps on prop damage that was just like stupid.
I love the prop damage sim in this. I think it's one of the best defining features.
I appreciate it. It was actually like one of the easier things to add in too. It was just like randomly shake the quad everywhere.
Ah, why is it not counting that?
So are you on Mac?
Yeah.
I've noticed that on Mac, but also sometimes PC, it comes down to frame rate.
Ah, missed that one too. And I can't get that gate to count.
Yeah,
There it
that's
goes.
that's a bug I've been working on. That one's a little tougher to fix than most.
Yeah, my computer's slowing down. The frame rate thing makes sense. Because, yeah, it feels choppy.
Do you have shaders turned on?
I don't know.
By default, they're turned on. If you turn them off, you won't get as realistic. I have like the True Lens equivalent. You won't get True Lens anymore, but you'll get a higher frame rate.
Yeah, it's the same gate again that I couldn't get to count.
And now with the prop damage, what about doing like a regen gate, like the Velocidrone?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. That would be nice.
I mean, for like a situation like this, like I don't want
You don't want to
to reset my buddies. Yeah.
I'm also thinking I need to make a soft reset, like a race reset and then a drone reset.
Yes. Yep.
Because then, like, presumably, if your prop damage just gets bad enough, you could just flip that switch and then get new props.
Okay. I'm going to bounce out here, see if I can turn shaders off.
Okay.
Or actually, no, I don't need to do that. I can go straight to graphics in the race.
Yeah,
Shaders true.
so
Shaders false.
You will
Why?
probably get booted if you do that. I haven't I hadn't gotten it to where it handles game, because it does like a hard game reset.
Well, I hit. Yeah, I have shaders set to false. I didn't get booted.
Nice.
Are you able to see us flying around? Because it won't really know that it got booted. It'll let you fly around, but you'll know by the fact that you can't
you guys
reset.
are not in here.
That's fine. You can just go main menu and then log in again.
And yeah, it's much smoother now too.
Cool. There's a lot of lines to find on this track.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be a fun. I kind of wish it was a shorter time frame. Like,
Yeah.
it is a long time to be doing this one track.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I don't think it's a terrible track. It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
And the more I fly it, the more it kind of grows on me.
Yeah, same.
Still curious. On Velocidrone, I've gotten down to like low 15s.
Oh, on this track?
That's my best lap. Yeah.
That's
So I'm still
killer.
kind of curious, like what the TQ is going to be. What is Evan Turner going to have?
Oh, it's gonna be like 10-second laps.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 41 seconds for 3 laps is what my prediction is,
Yeah,
which
I'm
would
curious.
be like 13 point something, you know?
Yeah, I think that'll definitely happen. Well, I don't know. That's tough to say because Velocidrone
Yeah.
is a little quicker than real life usually,
Yeah.
and I've seen like some of your times on Velocidrone are a little quicker than real life.
Oh yeah, I'm about like 25% faster on
Jeez.
Velocidrone than real life. Yeah. So like I can typically match Evan's like
Real
best-
life flying.
Real life. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah, it'll probably be about the same. But then again, you haven't been grinding this yet super hard other than
True.
today.
Yep.
So if you had 2 more, yeah, I think 13 something per lap.
Yep. So I'm getting frame rate situations now. Like it's really freaking out.
Oh, okay. I've seen that bug. I have no idea what causes it.
Yeah, it's it's like 5 frames a second type of.
Try resetting the game. I'll take note of that because I
Yeah.
ran into that once also, and like seemingly no real reason.
Mm-hmm. No, it's flying good though. I want to give you some feedback.
Yeah, that's exactly what I need. Let's see, random frame rate drop on multiplayer, and I think it only happens on multiplayer.
Oh yeah.
Oh shoot, I reset. Sorry.
It's all good. So I'm also noticing that you guys are flying. You guys are off and flying before my countdown reaches 0.
Gotcha. I think I know why. So, like at the beginning, in single player, it waits to start the physics until your frame rate has kind of settled down. And I wonder if your computer is taking longer to settle the frame rate. So I should probably have some sort of a thing where like all the games let all the other games know when they're all ready, and once they're all ready, start the countdown.
Ah man.
Okay. 1, go!
Yeah, I saw that. I think I was 2 seconds in already.
Ah!
So I wonder on this map boobs section, what the like if you're supposed to clear the top of the gates or.
Yeah, I have no idea. I put one checkpoint like that where it assumed you had to clear it.
Yeah.
But I don't know
Some
if that's necessarily the case.
room for interpretation.
Yeah, kind of like Nationals with the
Oh
upgate.
yeah. See, I would have liked it if those were like solid panels. Like I think I liked what they tried to do there. They just didn't execute it. Like
Yeah.
I literally wish it was like walls to where there was no other way other than, I wish it would have forced it
Right.
instead of leaving it, open to interpretation and then change,
I
then
could
coming down on it. But
So you know the regional qualifier track
yeah,
where you do the split S down into the gate and it has the 2 flags on either side?
yeah, I think.
I wish they had just put 2 flags next to that gate. And then if you
Oh.
want to blow that out, go for it, but it won't do you any good because now you have to come back through the 2
through
flags.
those flags. Yep.
Are you guys down? I'll switch it up. Yeah, the reason I started thinking about the channel changing thing was because I was like, man, I need to make a spectator mode. And we're like, well, if I could make it show somebody else's quad from their view, like I could also do video blowout.
Oh, nice.
Which would be kind of interesting.
Yeah. This is great practice. Like, I like that, like, I can destroy my quad.
Yeah. As opposed to whatever rando. Although Velocidrone's gotten better, don't they have, like, prop selection
Oh,
now?
yeah. Yeah.
That's something I don't know what I'll do with. Because, like, I don't really have a good way to test all the different props, nor the resources.
Yeah.
So I
That's
lost
one thing.
sounds
What's
No
that?
sound, huh?
on the gates. They're not making sounds anymore.
Is that Mac?
Yep.
So, yeah, that's another engine bug. Where it's like, I absolutely confirmed that the game file is trying to make a sound, but the engine isn't playing it for some reason. I think I'm actually going to ditch... I'm going to try to find a different way to play sounds altogether, because on Windows, if your computer is fast enough, you don't notice it, but there's actually a frame lag. Like, the game freezes for a second on the first frame of the sound. And if you have a slow computer, it causes a lot of problems.
I need to just get a good gaming machine anyway. What it boils down to.
Yeah.
Like, even on Velocidrone or anything, like, my understanding is the faster your machine is, the more realistic it's going to feel, just because of the frame rate, like you were saying.
Yeah. I tried to do all the PID loop stuff in such a way that it was pretty frame rate independent, but there is going to be a little bit of discrepancy. What I noticed on this sim is, like, as the frame rate goes down, the latency for your radio goes down. But I think that's
really?
every other sim does that also.
So, if you have lower frame rates, the latency is lower?
Oh, sorry, other way around.
Other way around. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, if your computer's slower, the latency is increased.
Yeah.
It was funny
This
earlier.
sound is really tight.
It is.
Stay up. Oh,
Oh.
prop damage.
You, wobbling through it.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh. Is this you, Shames?
Yeah, I'm down. Hey.
Ew. My friend and I used to, when we practiced together, if you went down, you got the orbit of shame.
Nice. Uh-oh, there's a K-Made video of him flying the track.
Oh,
IRL.
dang. Oh, IRL already?
Yeah.
Dang. Does he have any times at all? Did he just
I don't know.
DVR?
I'm kind of watching it out of the corner of my eye here. Let's see. I could time one of his laps. It's a really crude video, just like straight DVR.
K-Meat is fast as hell.
24.
He was in the regional qualifier that I went to.
Yep.
I was like, I don't need to race this guy. I just need to get 5 laps.
Oh, dang, it cut off before he finished the lap. On the one I was timing, let's see.
Oh, dang.
Seconds. So 18-second lap.
Oh, that's pretty fast for.
That's what he
first
posted.
run.
Yeah.
I just got a 19.
And I'm getting 20s on your sim.
Ah.
Nice. So it begins.
Yup.
This is going to be fun. Especially if I can get the whole track set up.
Yeah, do you think you can fit it in your backyard?
I think it will, yeah.
Oh,
The whole
dude.
thing? You got a huge yard.
Yeah. Yep.
Are you here in Colorado?
No, I'm in Missouri.
Okay.
Well, I got a 18.8.
Yeah, buddy.
And then
Have it.
20s. Yeah.
I'm already crashed.
Whole shot.
Ooh.
Did you go down already?
Yeah.
So what all did you get through with this setup? Did you do like the KV and whatnot, and then did you also do rates?
Yeah, I did rates.
Okay.
Yep. And then I did RPM and thrust, which thrust I did at 8,000.
Okay.
It was pretty close.
To what your motors are doing.
Yeah.
That's
I just found a
pretty
random
crazy.
2207. And it was like 1997.
It's pretty insane what the 6S motors are putting out thrust wise.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even like. I didn't even really consider that. I was just like, oh yeah, this is kind of like what the math looks like ish, like thrust and RPM wise and whatnot. And then Christian started when he flew the sim. I was like, oh yeah, what kind of thrust are your motors producing? And he's like, name some number. I was like, what the heck did I even like?
Yeah.
And his setup in particular is pretty stupid, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, is he running the X Nova motors as well?
I think so, and it wasn't 1700. I think it was a higher kV than that.
Oh, wow. Pretty pumped up to take you down on a Hydra tonight. It's on.
Oh, dude, you wrecked me at the end there. I just fell apart.
That
I
is a
kept-
good time.
Yeah, I made the mistake of thinking that the more experienced pilots were going to be more consistent.
Oh, yeah.
That turned out not to be the case.
Yeah.
Except for AK, he was super consistent.
Seemed that way.
But then, like, I threw down big bucks on him on that last race because that's when I finally realized that he was really consistent.
And he went down, didn't he?
He went down for, like, the first time of the night.
Yeah. Gosh dang it.
Did you go down?
Yeah.
Reset. Yeah, what are you hitting most of the time? Like, are you hitting the ground? Are you hitting gates?
I hit a flag that time.
Because I figured out, like, what people are crashing into tells a lot about what they expected the sim to do versus what it actually did.
Oh, interesting. I think it's like just a me thing that I hit gates a lot.
Don't we all? Dude, I'm so stoked for the 20-hour or the 12-hour team race.
Yeah, me too. I've been begging Mondo to go.
Oh, dude, he needs to go. We need him bad.
He's like, is there a place that, or what did he say? Could I be done by, like, he'd have to bring his daughter. He'd have to bring Emma with him.
Yeah, that'd be pretty rough for a 12-hour race.
Yeah, and he's like, he'd have to, like, be back at the Airbnb by 6:30 and so forth and so on. Like, I don't know. I tried to figure out a way to, like, maybe Christy could go to St. Louis and babysit. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah.
Well, I'm not going to volunteer her until I ask, but Rhiannon does a lot of babysitting.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, she babysits for a couple different people.
Yeah. Hey, you might chat with her and then PM him. And be like,
Yeah.
dude.
So I'm consistently missing this gate. It's like not counting. Are you sure it's frame rate and not the weird thing with the gate itself? Because if I miss the gates, it's always the same too.
Which gate?
The first tower gate,
First tower gate.
first air gate.
Okay. I do know, like, what you're looking at will affect your frame rate. So, like, if you were not looking at anything, and then all of a sudden you were looking at stuff, that'll make a difference. Like, it'll drop the frame rate temporarily. But I am definitely gonna try to fix that once and for all.
Oh, what's that?
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, it's coming through the...
Wobbling through that race
Yes,
though.
and it's so loud. Also, what app is that?
This is the sim that Sky made. And this is the qualifier tracking. So,
It's pretty simple.
Maddie's going to qualify for Nats this year.
Oh
Nice.
yeah? Let's
Yep.
see it, Maddie.
Ah,
Hope it's still doing it. I might have to leave the game and come back. Well, I'll finish this
That
one.
is simple.
I know. Give me a sec.
it's so wobbly. Prop damage. Again.
You want to reset? I think I'm the only
Sure.
other one up. Well, at least I know 3 people works decently well.
I'm coming back. I'm going to reset.
Cool.
What is
When is Nationals?
what is it?
It's like the national championship
What? Like, what are you
for drone racing.
where?
We don't know.
And then
It's somewhere magical.
Yeah, somewhere warm in the fall. Maddie's going to go to IO.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Just like
Actually-
infinite packs.
I have a request in. It hasn't got approved yet, but I'm renting like a pull-behind camper
Dang.
that the guy lives like in Muncie, and so he would deliver it, you know, because I don't have anything to pull it.
Right.
So,
So he'll just like drop it off for you, and you'll just camp out in it.
yeah, and I asked him, like, he's like, yeah, we've dropped it off at AMA before, like, so that's pretty
That's
cool.
pretty awesome.
Yeah, just because like my whole thing with IO, and I can't remember if you were there last year. Did you do IO?
No, I have yet to do IO ever, actually.
What, Madeline? Okay. The only thing that is like camping's kind of cool, I guess, but it's camping. Like there's no air
Right.
conditioning and whatever.
Showers.
Yes, and like yeah, there's a shower house, but it's you got to walk to it and share it with a bunch of sweaty FPV pilots.
Yo.
But the thing that sucks about all the hotels is they're like 20 minutes away. And I guess that's not too bad, but IO is the kind of thing that you kind of want to be there, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you want to
I don't
spend
know.
as much time
Yeah.
on the grounds.
And it's nice to have like your own space to get away to.
Right.
I don't know.
Oh man, who was that squeaked by on that last lap?
That might have been me.
Nice.
I did. Like, but the weird thing is that I saw someone in front of me stick.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah,
I'm
so like
frozen. I'm frozen too.
I'm still going. That's
Oh,
weird.
nice.
All right, hey, I gotta take a dinner break. I will be back though if you're still doing it. So
Yeah, I'll be grinding this map either way. So
all right, we'll see you guys.
see you
Later.
around.
Good job, Tim. Yep, bye.
Oh, thank you. Bye.
I'm Sky from my team.
Yeah, it's kind of unfair. I'm getting that jump on you every time. Although the good thing about that
Part of the
is
reason
you're
might be because I'm starting under the table too. I don't know. Does that make a difference?
maybe. Yeah, that whole thing kind of sucks. Oh, look at that. Imagine if they made you do that at a real race. Like, no, you have to start under the table.
Oh, come on, count. I'm trying to play super close attention to when the gate isn't counted.
Hmm.
And sometimes I wonder if it's a collision thing and I should have crashed but went right through it.
Yeah.
So I'm not actually going through the gate zone. I'm going like through the side of it and just not crashing.
Oh, I see. So I do know you can actually warp through anything in the game world if you're moving fast enough. So, like, if you just full throttle and let it get up to speed and go through, like, the panel of a gate, you will actually warp through it. But it actually doesn't take a whole lot, depending on what the frame rate is. But there's a trick in the physics engine that you can do, because like what happens is, like on frame 1, you know, you're 1 meter away from the gate, but if between the space of every frame you travel 10 meters, well then you reappear on the other side of whatever object on the next frame. And so then the physics are like, yeah, no, he didn't. He's good, bro. He didn't touch it. But there's a trick that you can do in the physics engine where it, like, every frame it takes your, like, whatever the model is of your quad, and it, like, stretches and warps that from the space of the one frame through the space of the next frame, and then sees if anything collides with that object.
Interesting.
And then if it does, it actually, like, kind of basically pauses the game for a tiny second and then figures out, okay, well, how long ago should he have collided? And let's perform that calculation. And that's like the professional solution to make it so you can't warp through stuff. Oh, that was rough. Now I gotta watch you finish it out.
Oh, I'm down.
Nice. Reset. Ooh.
I think I'm gonna go super hard this season.
Yeah?
I flew so conservative last season since it was my first season and I only ever had like one quad.
Yeah. That's how my first season was too.
Come on, get in there.
So I'm curious, actually. You may be able to ignore the checkpoints. No, you can't. Never mind. There was a bug for a while where it didn't really matter if you missed a checkpoint. You could just keep going, and then when you hit the start finish, it would just reset it and count the lap.
Oh. Yeah, that would not be fair.
Yeah. And like if you make a map right now and you don't set checkpoint orders, it works like that. So it just keeps all the checkpoints on all the time. And then whenever you go through the start finish, it just counts laps every time no matter what.
Prop damage. Still got 26 seconds with it. It's getting worse. Nope, I'm down.
Lame. Yeah, the other bug I'm noticing is that the longer that people are on the multiplayer server, the more lag there is for like I see you doing something 1 second later than you actually did it, and then if we keep playing for a while, eventually I'll see everything you do like 2 seconds later instead.
So it like compounds?
Yeah, I think it compounds over time. And then eventually it'll just look like everything you do actually happened like 30 seconds ago. But I haven't been able to track down when or why that happens.
Ah! Damn it.
You down?
Yeah. I just want to fly like this in for real this season.
Yeah. Like the sim confidence, but
Yeah. That's all. That's really what it boils down to. It's just sim confidence.
yeah. I wonder how much of it is like difference in how the sim flies versus real life, or if it's like psychological and it's just like, oh yeah, I'm not actually breaking a quad.
I think it's way more than what people think. I think just the psychological,
Like makes a big difference.
yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, I think a lot of people run the sim and don't realize what sort of bad habits they're developing because of it. Like the reset switch that I was talking about before.
Oh yeah, totally. That's why I love like race mode in Velocidrone. Like they even have turtle mode. But there's so many guys don't even have a switch mapped for turtle mode, and then they get in there and they're like, "Why can't I take off?" And you're like, "You have to arm," just like I did today. Oh yeah, gotta arm.
Right. It's probably easier on the developers.
And half those guys are they're super fast because they know that they can still win a race going balls out and crashing 3 times.
That's
and just
true.
getting right back up.
Yeah,
with the
see,
reach.
a bunch of people ask me for a bunch of features, and I'm like, I actually don't know if I want that feature in the sim, because it's supposed to be a practice tool to make you better.
Yeah,
I don't want my sim to make people worse.
that's what's gonna differentiate this sim.
I hope so. Because, like, the other sims are really good at what they do. Honestly, like, they're fun and they work well and they have a crap load of features. Especially DRL. I gotta say, like, I really have fun with DRL because it feels like a video game more than the other sims.
I can't even fly in DRL.
Really?
Yeah.
I suck at
And the
it.
way the lens works, like, just throws me off. I feel like I can't see, like, it stretches and rolls the screen, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
A really weird fisheye effect that they have that just fucks with my head.
yeah. For me, like, the one thing I have a hard time with is the latency. I don't know why, but I feel a ton of latency on that sim that it could just be like the Racer 3 would actually feel like that, but I don't think that's the case. Otherwise, because like I've heard a bunch of people on that sim say that the only way to be good at it is to get a 144 hertz monitor. And I remember like because I flew it out at nationals in the DRL tryouts, and they had like really nice gaming computers, and I've never gotten to touch a gaming computer that was that nice. And the sim felt great, like the DRL sim, it felt perfect.
Huh.
But then I come home and I try it, and I'm like, oh, it doesn't feel good anymore, like latency wise. And I really think it's just that latency is all that's happening. I think Velocidrone managed to fix that though, because I used to feel a bit of latency with Velocidrone, but in their latest version, I guess they did some stuff to it. Like they changed how they read the radio data. So now it's like really fast. But I feel with Velocidrone, I feel like the pods are too fast.
Yeah, they are for sure. Like my times have always been pretty close in Velocidrone to real life, but I'm not a lightning fast racer either.
Yeah.
Like the fastest guys in Velocidrone, I guarantee are not going to be that fast on a real track.
No, 90% of them have no chance in that regard. Let's see.
And you could see it even in like the DRL championships too. Like the guy who won DRL, he was what, like 75th on the list at nationals. Like
yeah, yeah, that kind of goes to show.
And fuck everything though. Like it's gonna be. I will say, heads up, FPV is gonna smoke every one of those mofo's.
Oh
in
yeah,
DRL.
Yeah. There's no chance.
Like,
and like
Jet and Nurk were middle of the pack. They were like smack dab in the middle of the top 100.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I hate to call them that, but sim kitties.
Ah,
Oh dang! Did you do the same thing I did?
yep.
Just right into the flag. So, I don't know if I mentioned this one to you, but something I really want for this sim, I would like to have it to where you can have people race. You could do like a 16 pilot race where 8 of the people are flying real quads and 8 of the people are flying in the sim.
Oh, I do remember you saying something about that. That would be a huge, wicked cool thing to do.
I just like, I don't know if it would work or if it would be an unfair advantage, but if you could get it to the point where it was usually not really an unfair advantage, that would be like the major next milestone for me personally.
It would be a huge selling point too.
Yeah. Like integrate it with live time and everything.
Yep. I mean, and if you've got sim racers competing against real racers in real time,
Yeah.
like there's no doubt that this sim is realistic at that point. It's like, it's unquestionable. No
Right.
one can refute that.
Oh, the prop damage. Man, it screws with you so much.
It does. especially with flying with my goggles on.
Oh yeah. Are you
If I
using
try,
it with goggles?
if I go too long, I'm like, okay, I'm getting a headache now. I just gotta
Yeah.
take a break.
Yeah. Oh, I need a spectator mode when you crash, so you can watch other people fly. Which goggles do you have? HD3s?
Ways.
Okay.
I'm
How
an
do those
Omway
work?
guy. They work pretty well. I mean, they're my first and only pair, so I don't have much to compare them to.
Yeah,
I've
that's how I
only
felt with I used to
Thrown
run the
on a
Sky
pair of
Zones.
Fat Sharks, like randomly spotting. I've never really flown with them.
Yeah, it's tough to like compare. Goggles are so hard. I feel bad for anyone who like doesn't have a set they already like, because trying to buy them for the first time is really tough. Because I know a bunch of people are like, yeah, you have to get Fat Sharks. It's like the only way to go. I don't know if that's always true. I think it really depends.
I mean, I will say I have, like, with the exception of dome races, I have never had bad video at a race.
Right. So it's just like, why would you bother like switching? It's not worth $500 or whatever to go get a new set of goggles when your goggles work great.
Yeah.
That's how I was with the Sky Zones I had. It was just
Mhm.
like they were almost perfect in my like for me. The only thing they didn't have was they didn't have an HDMI input, and they didn't have DVR.
Yeah.
And then I ended up like getting caught in the rain with them and
Oops.
ruined them. And then that was the only reason I upgraded.
I'm right on your ass, and I cannot get past you.
Yeah.
Oh, where'd the gate go? Oh, I missed it.
Oh, dang.
Oh. Had to go back around. Didn't count it.
I'm dealing with a moderately bent prop. If I keep the throttle low, it's not too bad.
No, I do want to get some new goggles here soon. My
Yeah.
only complaint about the Omways is the screens. Like when I put on Fat Sharks, it just feels more immersive. Like the screen feels bigger.
Yeah.
And that's largely because these are a 16:9 screen and not a 4:3.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
So I'm thinking either HD, what is it? HD2s have that huge screen,
Yeah, I think so.
or I'll just go HDOs for the clarity. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think that can make a big difference too. Just having the better I can see a gate and get that visual resolution, the more confident I can fly.
Yeah, because it's usually not where you're like, oh, this is a pixelated image. It's normally
Yeah.
just, it looks far away.
Yeah.
I'm super excited to see if... Oh, I forgot what they're
Orca?
called. Orca, yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of just waiting for those.
If those come out anytime soon, I really want to try a set at least. Like, their feature list is just so freaking perfect.
And they look slick.
And they look slick as hell, like... And, I don't know, you gotta give them props, because they came out and, like, named their product an animal that
The
kills
Fat Shark
sharks.
Killer.
Like, literally, that's their only goal. That's pretty ballsy.
I mean, it makes sense to me from a business standpoint. Oh, I flipped over.
Oh, nice. Reset. I'm gonna update the
I mean,
list.
when a competitor has when a company has that much market share, it doesn't make sense to differentiate on like price
Right.
if 80% of the market is willing to pay premium.
Right. I totally agree. I think that it's just kind of the smart move. Man, I really wish.
Did you go down?
No, I haven't taken off yet. I'm trying to.
Oh.
I realize my live stream is not named what it actually is. Which maybe I should. There we go.
Yeah. I definitely got to slow this track down. I'm getting better times when I slow down.
Yeah, I noticed that also. It's almost worth like upping your rates just a tiny bit.
There's just so many little corkscrew turns, like 270. You're going too fast, you're just blowing them out.
Yeah.
Wasting too much time.
Yeah, it is not a high-speed course even a little bit. Did I put the Discord chat somewhere? I put it in the comments. That's good enough.
Ah! Prop damage. There goes my streak. All right. Lap 4. I got a 24, 23, 23, 23, and then 29 with the prop damage.
Dang.
That was
That's not
tighter. Wow, my best was 21 seconds, but man, it felt faster, but it was actually
A
slower,
little bit slower.
but more consistent. Like my times were closer together.
I think there's something to be said about more consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like when you're flying more consistent, you're less likely to be making big mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can reset whenever. Oh, dang it. I'm failing at this whole social media shenanigans. There we go. Alright, let's see if I can catch up. Were you watching any of the Arizona Night Tracks race at all? They got a pretty sweet course set up. They got like, it's almost as good as, have you ever seen Light Tracks courses where they're
Yep.
like all LED? Yeah, like they've almost got as good a setup as them.
I have not been doing much since I started this new job. Like I wake up at like 6,
Oof.
and then get home, eat dinner, and then pretty much go to bed. Like,
Yeah. Oh, that's the worst. Then you get to the weekend and you're just like, it's so easy to accidentally waste it all.
Well, yeah, the weekend is always like family time, you know. Like this
Mhm.
is the first time in 3 weeks I've been able to just like lock myself in my office and do whatever I wanted.
Yeah. Yeah, that's much needed R&D.
And I'm back.
Oh, what's up,
Shane?
James?
Hey. So I installed the game on our other computer, and Maddie's gonna fly here in a minute.
Nice.
Cool.
So her quad's actually in there. She's still unloading the dishwasher.
Gotta do chores
How old is
first.
Maddie?
Not a 10. 10. I keep calling her 9. She's 10.
How long has she been flying?
I mean, she's been poking around with whoops and stuff for a couple years, as long as I have. But she's taken an interest in it in the past 3 months or so.
So
Nice.
cool.
Yeah.
First fly?
Oof.
Dad,
Yes.
go.
Yeah. Go for it.
My biggest motivating factor for getting into drone racing was to share it with my boy.
Oh yeah.
He's only 4 now, so we'll see if that.
No,
that
no, no,
turns
no.
out.
He's ready. Get him on the sim.
No, I have. He still likes to just crank and flip. You know, just flick the sticks around randomly.
Dude, I swear, if you raise a freestyler, I'm gonna reset because static is probably gonna kill my stream.
Okay.
So sorry.
I was static too. Oop. Something. Oh wait, no. There it's going.
Oh hey,
So
do we have 4 people?
Yeah. So it should be. I don't know
I
if
think she
Maddie's
went
flying
down.
yet.
Yeah, I think she went down. I'll go accompany her.
She's used to the other Sims that have infinite resets. This will
Oh,
be good
yeah.
for her.
This will be tough, but if she
Oh,
can
there she
figure
is.
it out, it'll make her a lot better.
Oh,
Are we
yeah.
all orbiting time?
I just crashed and I blacked out.
Do you see static?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it normally does.
That's okay. After
Yeah.
you see, we can do it again.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you lose your battery.
Where's the freaking-
Oh, I'm getting some sweet chase cam footy on you
Oh,
guys.
flag.
Oh, the flag got him. Can he recover? That's
Nope.
Oh, nope.
Crash at the start gate.
You guys were battling there for a second, though. That was awesome. Ooh. It's tough to
Oh,
try to
holy
follow
crap.
someone that's as fast as you.
I just took my goggles off and realized I've been sitting in the dark in my office.
What a
We were playing
nerd.
with goggles, huh?
Yeah,
Nice.
always.
Oh, wait. So for mental, your goggles are 16 by 9, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta make another setting for that.
No,
Unless.
it's all right because my cameras are all 4x3. Like I
Oh,
don't.
so you're used to it.
I'm used to the image being stretched.
Gotcha. Okay. That was kind of my assumption. Was most people just buy 4x3 cameras?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was only two 16x9s, and they were CMOS.
Right. Your options are kind of limited.
Yeah.
Nice run. What'd you get time wise?
Had 5 laps in 138
5 laps.
All right, let's go again.
or 6. It was 6, wasn't it?
Yeah. If the last lap was 5, then.
Hey, Maddie, just kind of hover around to get used to it. I see you.
No. No! Ah!
Did you go down?
Someone passed me. I was in the lead, and then someone passed me, and I was trying to catch back up, and I went down.
That's those jitters.
Yeah. I stopped flying my race. Tried to fly yours.
It happens. Every time Kumo gets in front of me, I try to fly Kumo's race. And that's a bad idea.
Yeah, you guys have two completely different styles.
Yeah. He is very smooth, very flowy.
And tight. His turns are
Yeah.
always super tight.
Yep. He's a very disciplined pilot. I'm more of a point and shoot.
You down again?
I landed like this, and I was up, but it wouldn't let me. I was shaking like that.
They had prop damage.
It does that?
Yeah, that's like if you really break a prop, you know?
Oh, really?
Isn't that cool?
I didn't know it'd do that.
Yep.
Huh.
He made it to be as realistic as possible.
No, that's great.
Hey, she likes the sim.
Did you hear? She's like, that's great.
Oh no! I did the whole run into the top panel of the gate and just wreck your back two props.
Blammo.
Let's see if I can finish it out. Yeah.
All right, Maddie, here we go.
Oh, you guys got the 2-second jump on me.
That's the
Oh,
developer
no.
settings right there.
Right? I was thinking about making like a... What I should have done is I should have made like a developer reset switch for now, so that I can reset the whole race. And then you guys could reset individually. Kind of feel like maybe I should just do that now real quick. Alright, so it looks like 5-player is working pretty good right now.
Cool.
Ah! Prop damage. Oh, I just nicked the ground. I don't even think this is flyable.
We just need like 3 more players, and we have more players than DRL race mode.
Whoop whoop.
Oh, did you just send it to the ground?
Not really on purpose. So what's that cityscape? A specific place?
No, not really. It was basically the only free image I could really use from online.
Well, it added a lot to the sim.
Yeah, it did 2 things. One is just like visually you have something to look at and reference. And
Yeah.
2 is the engine that I'm using just added a feature where it'll actually light objects based on like the skybox. So if the left side of the sky is super brightly lit, it'll light those objects on that side. Or if it's like, I don't know, a super red sunset on one side or something else, it'll light it accordingly. So it like added a lot to the gates, like not even just the sky itself, but like how it lights the world did a lot too. Yeah, whoever got the last lap can go ahead and reset. Oh man, that's gotta be Shames in front of me.
Oh.
Dude, you were killing it there.
Oh crap. Sorry.
I want
it's
to
like that's my
rerun
turn
it that
mode.
one anyway. You guys think the quads die too easy on impacts?
No.
not too easy. I mean, it's like that's a good and bad thing about this sim, though. You know, is that like the realism.
Yeah, like trying to
But
good habit type thing.
yeah,
I don't know. I hit some stuff pretty hard at Nats, and like my quad survived, and I kept flying though.
yeah.
Once I took all the casing off of my China hobby lines, that is.
See, and I think you could almost randomize it. You know what I mean? That like every third hard hit is gonna, end you.
Right.
Yeah.
My game's crashing or something.
Oh, really?
If-
I'm back to that
if
like
you wanna
3
use it as
frames a
training
second.
tool, you want to err on the side of too sensitive.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I see you, Shames, like hovering around, and your game legitimately is only operating at that frame rate.
Oh wow.
That sucks. Yeah, I'll look into that.
Oh, and then now it's back.
Oh, it's back now?
That's strange. Yeah. I had pretty significant prop damage. I don't know if that was what it was or not, but
It shouldn't. Because so far, I've never seen that happen in single player, only multiplayer.
yeah.
So I'm willing to bet it's something with
It's
the
back
networking
again.
code.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I would just restart it. Or restart the whole sim.
Let's see if it does it.
Are you saying Shames is like glitchy and twitchy when you watch him flying around? He skips.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, but that's legitimately what he's seeing on his screen also. And I don't think a reset will do any good because it actually doesn't do anything. It just puts you back to a given position.
Well, but it did.
Oh, it fixed it?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I thought it was my frame rate, but yeah, because it's the same on my screen too.
Oh, is yours having the same issue?
No, like when I watch you guys fly, like one of you, whoever is behind, is really like skippy and glitchy.
Interesting.
Oop.
Yeah. Oh, dang.
Maybe would it help if I did like some screen recordings? Actually, I don't think I can. My computer's fast enough to do a screen recording and fly a sim at the same time.
Yeah, I'm. Oh, you mean like when you see the glitch? No, but what would help? So you know how you open the game by hitting game.exe?
I have the game in my app folder. I just I
Oh,
just-
you do. Actually, so no, Shames actually. Can you do me a favor?
I was away. I'm back. Yeah.
Okay.
What's that?
Yeah, so can you kill the sim and then go into the game folder and run debug.bat instead of running the sim? Or actually, there may be a flowstate.log. Let's see what flowstate.log.
Oop, I just did, and it booted the game. Is that what it's supposed to do?
Yeah, it should.
Okay.
But there'll be a console window after you close the game. So then
Gotcha.
just go ahead and like play the sim and whatnot, and then if it starts freaking out, we can kill it,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna have you paste everything in that console.
Cool.
Sorry,
And I went ahead and
just
stuck
reset.
Maddie in single player. So she
Okay.
can-
Yeah, actually fly.
well, like she's trying to learn this one. And this is a weird thing that happened to me earlier too. Like on the starting blocks, when it gets to 0, my throttle was at 0, but the quad like took off.
Yep, that's another game engine
Okay.
bug. They made some change, and when you first start the game or when you first plug in your radio, it will not read any of the values from the sticks until the
Oh, yeah.
value has changed.
Ah, okay.
And
Yeah,
it
that
does
makes
it for
sense.
every single axis.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, so that's another one on the known list.
Yep. So did you build this track manually, or?
I just used the map editor.
Nice.
The newest version, the version we're flying right now, has some updates to it that makes it a lot easier to do like multi-GP tracks.
Oh,
which
cool.
by that I just mean I added metric or empiric measurements finally,
Oh, yeah?
because before it was all meters.
Ah. Which on the webpage, they've got it both ways now.
Oh, do they? Dang it! I could have
Mhm.
just used the meters.
I noticed that. But, yeah. I was telling Hefty I wouldn't mind if it was just in meters. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I just hated it being freaking 14 meters and
Yeah.
46 foot. Like, it's just random.
Yeah.
But
I almost wish there was
Well,
like
the rest of the world uses metric though.
what does
No, the rest of the world.
everyone?
Yeah, that's what I'm
cooler
saying.
than us?
Yep. We should.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I cannot break the 18-second. I'm gonna try on this next one. 18 seconds needs to happen. Or
I
sub
think I had a
18.
17.92 earlier. on
Oh, dang.
yours.
Yeah, you're getting the hot laps.
I'm also sitting here looking at a blank screen right now. So there's
Worth
that.
it. Hey, you only need
Yeah.
one good run.
What's up, guys? That's her. She's flying against herself.
Ah!
So Maddie in single player was just like, "Why is there someone else in this game?"
Oh.
And she was flying against herself. You know.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
her
ghost
ghost.
quads.
Yeah.
She'll learn about the magic of mid-airs soon.
Yeah, we haven't had a midair, have we?
Yeah, I turned it off for multiplayer. Because bad things can happen with that.
I will say one thing I don't like about oh crap, Velocidrone is you can have like 8 pilots in a race. Half of them can have collisions turned on, mid-air collisions turned on for realism, and then the other guys don't.
Oh, interesting.
The other half won't. So it's not a global setting in Velocity. Really
Yeah,
weird.
I feel like that should be a server or lobby setting.
And 1838, but Oop.
Oh, I also added trees. So you can spawn trees now in this new version.
Ooh, cool.
I need to find a good rock model online that doesn't cost too much money.
Yeah. Is that how these games work then? Essentially, you can buy different models, like
Kind of,
Like,
like
stock photography kind of thing.
yeah, like if I could find something on Thingiverse, I could use that, assuming that their license allowed me to.
ah,
But like the gates and the flags and stuff, I modeled myself just because it was easier.
mm-hmm.
For me personally, like I'm okay with modeling stuff, but I don't have like the textures a lot of times.
Yeah.
dang it. That was going to be the nice turn that I needed.
Ah. Come on, it's missing gates again. I was on a streak there for a while.
I assume your computer's plugged into the wall.
Yep.
You don't have like a battery saver mode or anything.
Nope.
Dang.
Hello? You want to come in? I'm in the middle of a race, Bubs. You can open the door. You can come in. You can't open the door? Oh, I forgot. I've still got the toddler plastic thing, plastic cuff on my office door.
Oh. Oh, I got a 17-7.
Hey.
17-7-9 at the cost of the race.
Nice.
Man, so what I'm realizing, is it best 3 consecutive laps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting.
Yep. A lot of send it.
Yeah. It's like UTT tracks, but now it actually counts for something.
Yeah, but you still only get 5 tries. I'm curious to read the rules and see if they're going to allow multiple quads.
Only for team races.
Yeah,
Well,
I want to
that's
say they made a rule, but I can't remember what it was.
Well, they
You
haven't.
can- you
They
can have
published the
multiple
rules to the
quads
tier 1
for-
guys.
You
But they
can
haven't.
use multiple quads in practice,
I think
Yeah.
but
that's
you
what
can't
it
put
was.
multiple quads on the line for qualifying or
Did you get-
or mains.
Are you a tier 1 chapter organizer?
No, but I just read
Okay.
through the rules today.
They
Oh.
they said on the live stream when they announced all of this.
Well, no. Last night they were supposed to be sending out the newest revision to tier 1 chapter organizers,
Oh, okay.
and for final review, and then they were going to publish it next week.
Okay, so it wasn't final at that point.
Mm-mm.
Byron posted it this morning on Facebook.
Oh, cool.
Okay, yeah, he's our tier
Oh,
1 guy.
Okay, nice. I might go look at that because I'm not a tier 1 guy.
Oh, come on, James.
I don't have enough races.
Just
It's a lot of
you got Maddie. You and Maddie can just host races
every afternoon.
every afternoon. Just you and Maddie out grinding. It'll be good. And every once in a while, Mondo will come out and kick everyone's butts.
Yes,
Although you won the last race, didn't you?
I did.
Congrats.
Thanks to Mondo and Propsicle taking each other out,
Hey man, that's legit. It counts.
like through the start finish gate, like right off the blocks.
That's
Like
awesome.
and the crazy thing is they had said we were going to chase the ace, but apparently we were short on time, so they announced that it's the one and done. So I was flying this race thinking, okay, well, I'm going to go up 1-0 on these guys. Like I was excited, just to have like that lead, but
Yeah.
knowing Mondo would have to beat me twice, like I felt like I had a chance, and then like when it got done, it felt cheap.
Yeah, they're like, oh,
I was
by
like,
the way, I
no,
guess you won.
I want to race.
That's hard. Yeah, no,
'Cause
that's legit though. Either
Yeah.
way,
I know
because
that
that
Propsicle
happens.
kid is super fast too.
Is he?
He's
Where's-
ridiculous.
Where'd he come from?
Nowheresville, Illinois, somewhere.
Huh?
Yeah, he's super quick.
Let me guess, he's like 15 and this is his first season too.
12. Yeah.
Go
yeah.
figure.
Yeah, he had the fastest lap. I think I still got him on top 3 consecutive, but he had the fastest lap of the night. I think he beat me on Mondo one fast lap.
Huh?
And that was at church race, so it's not really the same stuff. I mean, it's a different ordeal.
It's like a tech race.
Yeah.
Ah,
Reset?
can we reset?
Whole shot?
Yeah.
I say whole shot's fair game.
Yep.
Oh, I probably should turn the volume down on that.
Damn it. Would you count the gate, please? Come on. Thank you.
$17.84.
Ooh, nice.
I feel like I'm right on you guys, but I'm nowhere close to 17-second lap.
17.32.
I think it's exacerbated by the fact that it's such a short course.
Yeah.
Like, you can be... Well, no. I don't know. Man, there's one spot. That first high gate.
Oop, I got a 16.85.
No
Ooh.
way.
Oh, and I'm down.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna make this next one a fast one.
Do it.
Oh, I crashed through the start finish, so that's not a good start to it.
Woo.
Oh, dang it.
So
Nope.
top 3 consecutive, I would have had a 52.16, which I think is going to be respectable. I think that'll be. I think like 52 range will be top 100.
Let's see, what is that? That's average of 17.3 second laps? Dang. That's killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever finishes can reset.
Okay.
Alright, let's see what my top 3 is.
Yeah.
He's right, you know.
Oop.
Oh. Daddy crashed.
Oh, I did too.
Is that a good brownie? You just inhaled that thing.
Daddy,
Yeah.
guess what?
What?
You put a private costume.
What about your Spider-Man costume?
You put a pistol private costume.
Yeah, I could.
And you get a Wookiee.
Mm-hmm. I could print a Spider-Man costume if I get it work. I've been trying to get this 3D printer built and running for like a month now.
No.
Why?
It came with the control board was DOA.
Oh no.
Daddy,
Like it would turn on and do stuff, but it wouldn't heat the bed or the extruder.
I can help you.
Heyo, got the 16.78.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
And hang on, let me see what the. Oh, what did I
That's not
get?
helping me.
Never have you fly.
17 point.
You want to fly? Okay.
Daddy, what's that?
You don't want to use my goggles? Okay.
Then, I fly.
Yeah, that was.
So what'd you get?
Okay. You ready, bud?
I don't know. I'm gonna tabulate it real quick.
Whoop, I'm down.
There you go.
Let's figure out how good my bad math is.
Whoa, careful. Careful.
I got arthritis.
Yeah, you're getting good.
So mine would have been a total of 52.18.
Yeah. Nice.
Ow.
I'll take it.
Yeah, buddy.
Was everyone?
Yeah, I'm
we
down.
still
Yeah,
have
don't mind us. Neil's flying right now.
Okay. Oh man, he went down hard.
Wow.
That's $300.
Wow.
Yeah, he crashed.
He crashed good.
Crashed it real good.
And go.
Yeah, frame rate situation is happening again.
Oh, cool.
Be nice. Yeah.
Can you do me a favor and copy as much as you can out of that console window?
Yeah. Yeah, it's still going.
Yeah,
That time
I'm
reset did
seeing
not
it.
fix it.
You landed. Take
So
off.
quit, and then I'll get a console. There it is.
Yep.
I live.
There'll probably be a ton of stuff in there. So, like, the stuff at the bottom is really what's the most useful.
Okay.
Whoa. You crashed. Now we're stuck. You crashed. I wait for the rates to reset. Try not to crash, okay?
This time.
So,
not
Sean,
black.
in that code share that Oh, wait, no.
Yeah.
I didn't give you a legit link. Hang on. Okay. You can dump it in that code share.
Okie doke.
That'll be useful, thank you.
Yeah.
You hit too many checkpoints, Sean.
Too many checkpoints. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got just a crap ton of checkpoint notifications.
Oh, do you see it already?
Yeah. It's kind of like Google Drive, but just
Oh,
for
gotcha.
shooting code bits back and forth.
I was like, I haven't even done anything. Okay, cool. Got it. Oh yeah, I didn't know how far up the. I just kind
can see this too.
No, that was fine.
scrolled up. Okay.
Yeah, that'll be useful. See if I can at least figure out what sequence of events.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Take off. There we go. Ooh, you are moving fast, buddy. Easy on the sticks. There you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
these.
Is it still doing
I
it,
can't wait
Sean?
to see. What's that?
Is it still doing it?
No, it's good to go.
Oh, cool.
I was just thinking about these lines. Like, I can't wait to see Evan fly this. Like, or
Right?
some of the fast guys. Like, how are they going to take some of this stuff? Because there's a lot of room for interpretation.
There really is.
They can't catch me. Because I'm too fast with them. I'm too fast and then too fast.
You guys hear that?
Yeah, he's too fast. I can't catch him.
No, he said they can't catch me. I'm too fast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't catch him. I'm trying to catch him.
Because I'm flying.
Yeah, you're flying too fast, man.
Oh man.
You crashed.
Yeah, I can't catch you. Oh, there it is.
What's that?
I was just about to exclaim that I can't catch you, Sean.
Oh, and now I got prop damage. Oh, and now I'm
You
down.
have to.
Ah.
See if I can get
You
that.
have to.
second flag.
No, there's still. Yeah. Got one up.
Well, I literally want to try to go to as many of these qualifiers as I can.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to break 10 this year.
How
I
many?
think like an award for whoever goes to the most.
I think I did 8 last year.
That's
But the
a
funny,
lot.
there was like, it was definitely diminishing returns. Like, I didn't get faster.
Yeah. Oh, where am I going?
How
And
many
it is-
tier ones are out there?
St. Louis and Kansas City both have. Well, Kansas City has 2 tier 1s, I think. Then St. Louis has no. St. Louis is just tier 2.
Okay.
So,
Because each tier 1 chapter can hold 2 qualifying races.
yep. And Central Illinois is a tier 1. Oh,
Careful, careful.
it lights out. I don't even know
Why
what I
did
hit.
that just like you?
Yeah. Easy.
I started chasing the little guy. He just shot off like a rocket into the sky. So that second gate that you hit after the high gate, I think
Yeah.
you could turn either direction
Oh yeah.
after that gate. But I don't know which way would be faster.
Nice. Way to pull
Yep.
up there, bud.
Oof.
Whoa,
Got wrecked.
whoa.
Did you go down,
I'm
Sean?
lights out. Yep.
Same.
Careful now. You don't want to crash.
I started racing your race.
Yeah, I always fly someone else's
Whoa.
race.
You crashed.
I'll fly somebody else's race the second I see him in front of me.
Upside down.
Upside down.
How'd that happen?
Well, you took off when you had your pitch all the way forward. All you did was just flip over right off the block.
See, I think
Yeah.
a spot that can pay off a lot is actually the gates after Matt's boobs. Like,
Like going around like the gate and the flag together.
well, the gate before that, just like getting that line clean from the last from the last boob gate to that one is like, I think if you get that transition clean, like, at least for me, that's a lot of time saved.
What's a boob gate? I'm not
The
trying to...
it's they call it Matt's boobs. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sky? It's the one with the flag in the middle. It's the
yeah.
2 gates where you go high and then low, high
Yeah.
over, and then you do the 180.
Yep.
All right, I'm down.
Same. So you're saying after you go high twice, going down into that first gate of the boob,
Well, I think it's leaving the last boob, like
leaving the last one. Oh,
and
yeah.
into the next gate, like
I
just
see what
getting
you're
that
saying.
line clean. Like, oop, and there I just like totally
You're
hit the
right.
gate.
You're right. So you almost like want to blow it out a little bit and get a straight shot.
Yeah, or like even just I to me, I'm blowing it out too much. I think is where I'm losing all my time. But if I can keep that tight, and then like you can, and then you're kind of you put more of an arc into the space between
What
those next 2
happened?
gates.
Maybe so.
You
I see what
can
you're
kind of
saying.
self-correct, but I don't know. I mean, it's all
Yeah.
just do what Evan does.
I gotta try. Yeah, just do what Evan does. Oh, yeah, you took a killer line that time. I need to watch what
Yeah,
you're doing.
sometimes I'm.
Yeah, I want to actually practice that section.
Daddy.
Okay, hang on.
We
Wait.
Daddy. We just now.
Did we reset?
I'm actually just gonna watch
No.
what you're
Just watch,
doing,
just
Sean.
watch.
No.
Okay. You need to go.
Oh, I want to.
Yeah, not that one.
I
It didn't look too
Yeah,
bad though.
crap.
No, I landed. I landed.
Ah,
Yeah, a little pop up.
You
Yeah.
flash.
oop, frame rate.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
I flash.
Man, your computer is doing that way more often than mine was. You know, let's try this.
I you flash.
I'm gonna kill the server and restart it
Oh, cool.
and see if maybe it's something the server's doing that's causing. Actually, did you just quit?
I did.
You did not.
I did. I mean, I'm no longer in it. The game's closed.
Oh, okay. That's what I was seeing. I was wondering
Yeah.
if, because I was seeing an error on the server. Cool. All right. Go ahead and join back.
I would have pushed something else.
I have a Velocidrone team meeting in a few minutes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm on
Trader.
UFO's team. I know.
Oh, dude, nice.
Yeah, they did their draft the other night.
Push something
It was
else.
funny. He in the stream I was watching. He's like, the pick before me was Sean Taylor, and
This guy.
and
I
UFO
can't
was
get
like,
in.
oh, I was gonna pick. Oh no. He was like, I was gonna pick Sean Taylor, so let me figure out what I'm gonna get, and then he picked me. I'm like, I made the joke that he was gonna go to Whole Foods, but they were out of stock, so he went to Aldi.
You're done.
That's great.
You can or I can restart it. Too.
Yeah, I'm down.
Then you need to stop whining. I can't get in, Sky.
Oh, really? What is it
Yeah.
doing?
So when I type in www.boxoprops,
No www, right?
The www should work.
.com, I hit enter and it like goes into game for like a split second and then keeps moving back out to the main screen.
Okay, can you try restarting your sim? And I'll note that as a bug. I think it may not have kicked you quite cleanly when the server went down. Oh, dang.
Oh,
Man, I just made love to that gate.
oh gosh, dang it!
That's fine, I was basically down
Sorry.
anyway.
I would have had. I wanted to add it up too. That was my best top 3.
Oh,
I'm pretty certain. Oop.
you're beating me, that's for sure.
Okay. Now we're in.
Cool, yeah, I'll take a look at that. This is good. I got a whole list of things that I probably would not have found just screwing around by myself.
Awesome.
I'm trying to figure out what to do as far as like, because one of the obvious next features is like leaderboards and stuff, and like being able to say so and so won or so and so got second.
Huh. Yeah.
But I need to figure out like how to differentiate the pilots. So you need to be able to like create a tag for yourself, and it needs to keep track of you. And should I require like an email input, or should it just be as simple as like a profile button, pilot profile button, and you go pick your name and your color and stuff, and it just uses that with. So there could be like 10 people named Sky, but it just happens to be who's playing with you, as opposed to like verifying that the person at such and such email address is the only person that can be named Sky. I'm trying to figure out if anyone actually cares about that.
Would you need to have an email authentication though?
That's what I'm trying to decide. Like, do I actually want to authenticate users, or do I
Well-
just want to like?
I guess my question is, do you have to have an email authentication to verify that the same name isn't used twice?
Yeah, you would need something. Like you have at that point, you need an email and a password, and then
I mean, like, couldn't... I don't understand why there has to be an email. Just like, nope, Sky not available. Try Sky 5.
well, I guess then you could just have like Sky and then a password. But like, so like if I'm playing on my desktop and I want to play as myself on my laptop also, like I could have the game recognize a given computer, but I couldn't have it recognize the same user on multiple computers
Right.
without a password and presumably email.
So I guess... Oh yeah, because that's how Velocidrome works, huh? They've got their own
Yeah.
website. That's where you download.
Right. Or like DRL just uses the Steam user,
Yeah.
which is actually really nice because then they don't have to manage any of that. Are you guys, is anyone up still?
We're just flying around doing
Uh,
anything. You can reset.
give it a reset.
You cross, Daddy.
All right, I'm back. Last one for me though. I'm
Cool.
gonna hop off. Good job, Tim.
Thank you.
We're really enjoying it. Excited to see all the progress.
Yeah, I was hoping to make a team race ready version before the 12-hour race, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I got too much actual practice to do.
Yeah. No joke. I keep opening my weather app and just swiping as far right as I can. Like, I mean, it's not just a cold, but it's so wet. I mean, we got an inch of rain today.
Ugh.
It's absolute
Yeah.
swamp status.
Man, I am goofing up.
Na, 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 boo. You cross.
I crashed.
Oh, man.
I think that's our last race too, guys.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining, guys. That
Yeah,
was
no problem.
super helpful.
Thanks for working on this.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. I wish you had more help. I wish I was more of a help.
Honestly, testing is super big help anyway, so I appreciate it. It's just
My
fun to
pleasure,
get
man.
to
It's a
fly
great
with
set.
people.
I
Thank
love
you.
it.
Yeah,
Right.
well, I figure I'll just call the stream here because that was a good bit of practice. So I'll see you guys around. I'll see whoever's watching the stream around. And yeah, have a good night, everyone.
All right,
Later.
you too. Take it
Bye.
easy.
Bye.